Hey, welcome to level 6 of the Gamers Pass podcast, where us gamers just get together and we chat about things that happened over the past week and some things that are coming out later in the future and just all over gaming nerdness and excitement. We absolutely love it. And joining us today is Lightsy. Lightsy, how you doing today?
Tired.
Tired. All right. Did you have a rough night last night?
Yeah.
Excellent.
The last couple nights.
Ooh, yikes. That sucks. And joining me as well is Lee Everett. Faithful Lee. How are you doing, sir?
Doing great, thanks. How
Excellent.
are you?
I'm fantastic. How was your week?
It's been good so far, yeah.
Good. You had to work yesterday. How was that?
It was good, yeah. Tiring, but it's good to have that.
Working on a Saturday, he said, was good. Okay, that's all right. We're gonna jump right into things, guys. We have wonderful things to talk about, and some changes that are happening in the gaming industry, and just good things that are happening. But the main, I guess, big change that is happening is Xbox Live is now going to be known as Xbox Network. Now, we're not going to get into all the geeky talk or anything like that. It's all the technical stuff because it's really irrelevant. What I want to talk about is the name Xbox Live changing to Xbox Network, because Xbox Live, like that is like the epitome of gaming online together with your friends. It kind of set the standard. It's Xbox Live. You paid for Xbox Live each month forever. I'm going on 12 years. I believe it is. When I looked at it today, when I look at my Xbox profile, it has a number 12 with a bunch of circles around it, and I'm pretty sure that's how long you've been a member with the Xbox Live and all that stuff. So, which is crazy. I do love my Xbox. I don't mind saying over and over every week. Lightsy, what do you think about the name change of Xbox Live, and it's going to be known as Xbox Network?
It's different.
It definitely, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I want to say it sounds more inclusive, but Xbox Live just, like, I guess, network kind of, with them going into Microsoft on PC, right?
Yep.
I guess it kind of makes sense, but it's different.
No, I agree, and it's kind of boring. Like Xbox Live, that's just the way you kind of honor Xbox Live. It's just you get your Xbox Live Gold, you have your Xbox Live. I think it was Silver, and there was a whole bunch of other things way back. And but just having that Xbox Live Gold was just so awesome. So Lee, what do you think, man? What is your idea on it? Now I know with, as Lightsy just mentioned, with PC. You've got it's Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, which is the greatest thing ever. But I guess calling it network is more inclusive, like she said, which I really didn't even think about. But Lee, what are your thoughts?
Well, I just think, like, how are people going to know whether it's live or whether it's pre-recorded? You know?
Oh my! But don't.
But yeah, like I think like at this point it's a bit late to be changing the name because everyone knows it is Xbox Live.
Yeah.
So I think personally, like, they should have just kept it. If it was like early in its creation and then they changed it, it would have made more sense to me. But
sure.
Or if they had changed it when the new Xbox came out.
So
yeah, probably.
When you say the new Xbox, as in like Xbox One or Xbox Series X?
Series X.
Series X, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Alrighty. No, I see what you're saying. Yeah, whole Xbox Network. Now, I know there's a whole bunch more to it, and it is all-encompassing. It's just that Xbox Live. Like, I had to buy it for my oldest kid for many years. He's old enough to buy it himself now, which is good. And now my youngest boy, I had to. You end up having to buy him Xbox Live, which I still do, and he kind of uses my account to play the Game Pass stuff, but I still pay every annually for Xbox Live. So we'll see how that goes when it comes time to renew for him. I'm not sure how pricey it's going to be, but I don't need to spend with the whole family package sort of thing. I don't need to spend for 2 Game Passes. The kid's only 11, so he doesn't need to do that. But Yeah, Xbox Live is switching to Xbox Network. RIP Xbox Live, but it's still it's as Lacey said, that was really good. It's more inclusive and it's awesome.
Xbox dead.
Xbox dead. No, it's almost like the death of Superman, right? And I watched the Zack Snyder's Justice League, which this isn't a movie talk show or a game or a podcast, but oh my gosh, I freaking loved Zack Snyder's cut. All 4 hours. I was addicted right from the beginning. I was like, okay, 36. I'm tweeting. I'm 36 minutes in. I'm an hour in. I love it. I love it. Lacey, did you see it?
No.
No, and Lee, you did watch it. I'm gonna say right now, the Wonder Woman stuff is the best, and she is phenomenal, and it's so amazing. Anyways, I'll get off topic and I'll talk about superheroes all day. We're gonna jump into the death of Mario. RIP Mario. As of March 31st, the internet is calling it the day Mario dies. Now, it's probably one of the and Nintendo, I love you, but it's one of the dumbest things I think that's ever been done by a gaming company. It's Nintendo's over 100 years old. March 31st, after that, they're removing Super Mario 3D All-Stars, the Super Mario Game & Watch system, and they're shutting down the original Mario Maker servers. Now, let me start with the original Mario Maker servers. That's okay, because Mario Maker 2 has been out for quite a while. And if you love Mario Maker, just upgrade. Trade in Mario Maker 1, and you have Mario Maker 2. It's a phenomenal game. It's 10 times better than Mario Maker 1. But the removal of 3D All-Stars from their shop, and they're not even going to reproduce them anymore. So what's out there in the world after March 31st, that's it. And me personally, I think that's one of the dumbest things you could ever do. As Mario is your mascot, it's your man. Everybody loves Mario. My childhood buddy growing up, as well as Link. But Lee, I want to go to you. What do you think of the move, Nintendo removing three of the best Mario games of all time, no longer to be available on Switch, especially the shop where new people buying it, like with the Switch Pro coming out this November, they're not going to be able to play it unless they find a hacker, or not a hacker, but a scalper copy for $300-400. Lee, what are your thoughts on
now.
this? Or buy it now if you have to. But Lee, what do you think?
I think it was a dumb move. But yeah, I think the response to this that they'll receive, they'll have to do something to get to gain their audience back, pretty much. So they'll either have to reinstate the Mario or do something else to bring it back up, pretty much.
So as a new Switch owner, sorry to cut you off, I wanted to get to this point. As a new Switch owner, though, you're still extremely young, and so all of these games, Super Mario 64, Super Mario Galaxy, Super Mario Sunshine, have you played all three of those?
I've played a couple of them, yeah, just not on the Switch.
So on the 64 and the Wii for Super Mario Galaxy. Yeah. So it's so heartbreaking. Is this something you're going to try to get in the next 3 days?
Yeah. Because I do want to experience it.
Absolutely, yeah.
In any format, but it's a shame that they're getting rid of it, and I hope they reconsider it. To be honest.
So Nintendo execs, Lee is a brand new Switch owner after years of being on my channel streaming. He finally got a Switch to hang out with us and play, and you're doing this to this young man. You're stabbing him in the heart. This is rough. Tears are coming down his face right now. It may not show on screen, but I can see it. Lightsy, you're a longtime Nintendo fan, and you love Nintendo. What are your thoughts on the death of Mario after March 31st?
So when they announced the trio pack of the games, they did say it was only going to be available for a short time. So, I mean, I'm not really hurt about that because it was just back for a little promotional period. But you have to think about the other other ways around it that they could bring it back. Like they have the original SNES and Super Nintendo system emulator on the Switch, right? They could bring back an N64 emulator for it and then have a list of more games.
Oh, you stop that right now. I would love that. Oh, I've been waiting for like the N64 Mini forever.
N64 have some Game Boy games. Yeah. Like there's still possibilities of it coming back.
There is. Now, I just want to draw from Xbox. If you owned the games, let's say you bought them digitally from like the 360 and up, you can still play those. Those are your games. Where Nintendo, let's say I get the Switch Pro or I get the next Nintendo system, I won't be able to play those games. Like even some games that I bought digitally, I still won't be able to play those, which really sucks. So if those of you that bought the Mario games digitally, you're stuck on Nintendo Switch forever. And here's a little downside. Let's say the new Nintendo comes out. Nintendo tells you you have to keep your battery charged on your N64 or it's kaputs. And if you don't plug it in for 6 months, your Nintendo Switch is dead. You have to replace that stinking battery. And we already have one at the house. My oldest kid didn't play it, didn't keep it plugged in. I cannot get the thing to start. And it's newer than my Nintendo Switch, which really blows. Mm-hmm. And so, like, you can have those old games, but you got to keep that Nintendo Switch plugged in pretty much forever, which... Anyways, the death of Mario. Now, I know the internet's, like, they're kind of blown it out of proportion in the sense, but I do feel... for us as gamers, we love Nintendo, we love Mario. So the death of Mario removing those games, the Super Mario game and watch system, I don't care about. That multiplayer game that they have online right now that's free to play. Have you guys tried that?
I think I played like one round of it.
It is so awesome. It's kind of a knockout game system. So I think you're playing with like 66 people against 66 people, and they're all around you. And as you're doing things, it's sending bad things to the other players, and you're trying to knock them out.
Oh, right, yeah.
Lee,
it's
if
like,
you...
No, I haven't tried it, but it looks like Tetris 99. But
exactly.
Mario.
But it's Mario.
Yeah.
Man, I think that's going too after March 31st. If you've not played it, do it. It is so much fun. I've won it several times, and I just haven't played in the last month or so, or last few months. It is so much fun, and I think that's going too. So these innovative promotional games or whatever, they need to stick around. It just helps the Nintendo system, and it's so much fun. Guys, anything else on the death of Mario?
No, I'm good.
You're good, Lee. I'm not good. We'll see what happens. I do have. Now, when it first came out, so my story is, when they announced this, which I've been waiting months for, 3D Mario All-Stars, Mario 64 is my favorite game of all time. Check this out. James Mucklin, a friend of the channel, sent this to me a couple years ago in one of his James boxes. All the way from the UK, I still have it. My favorite game of all time. It's not the old school case, but it's complete in box. I open it up, and it has everything, and it has the cartridge right here. James Mucklin, this is one of my prized possessions. I love my complete in box. And it's the PAL version, which is, I don't know if I can play it on my 64, which I will try someday. But I love Mario 64, and so when they announced it, I freaked out, and I called EB Games right away. And they're like, it'll be tomorrow that you could pre-order. It's supposed to be limited. And so I raced down there instantly, and I was there. I pre-ordered 2 copies, one for me, one for my oldest kid, who's not played it and not even opened. So I have an unopened copy of Super Mario 3D All-Stars. I will never sell it, though. I will never go, I want $250 for it, because I can't stand the scalping that's happening with all Nintendo products anyways, and I don't want to add to that. And we could talk about that. That's a whole new thing, Nintendo and people scalping this stuff. So, guys, a new game came out called The Story of Seasons, Pioneers of Olive Town. And I love farming games. I'm a longtime Harvest Moon fan. I'm talking Super Nintendo. I really loved it for the N64. That was one of my faves. But all through the years, I played Harvest Moon, and I loved it. But there was this game called Stardew Valley that blew my mind when it came out, and it was one of the greatest farming games, if not, I will say the greatest farming game of all time. I haven't played it in a while. And so when the Story of Seasons Pioneers of Olive Town came out, I watched it and I was like, this looks really like Harvest Moon. And so I got to thinking, are farming games, are they worth it now since Stardew Valley came out? And I sent out a poll on my Twitter. I said, I have a question for you all. Oh, no, that was for Nintendo. Sorry. That was a different. So I said my poll was about making other farming sims. Like, in other words, should you make other farming sims like Harvest Moon as opposed to like from what Stardew Valley did? 86% of people said yes still. You should still be making farming sims that are like Harvest Moon. So I did the same thing on a Nintendo group on Facebook. I said, I have a question for you all for my podcast this Sunday. With the release of Story of Seasons, Pioneers of Olive Town, is there any reason to release farming sims that are like Harvest Moon since Stardew Valley has taken farming games to a whole new level? I'm a longtime Harvest Moon fan, but Stardew Valley is incredible. Let me know your thoughts below. And I got one awesome comment from someone named Diana. I won't say her last name or anything. And she said, I am a fan of Harvest Moon too. I am playing Stardew Valley alongside Littlewood, and I'm also waiting for Fields of Mystria release, which I thought, I never heard of that. I applaud Stardew Valley for the updates, which we will talk about. I was thinking I want to be able to whistle to call my horse like in Harvest Moon, and that tool was recently added. I was bamboozled. I look forward to meeting new townsfolk and falling in love once again. So I still have more to read, but Lightsy, is there more townsfolk coming to Stardew Valley?
In the most recent update for PC, I don't think it's hit any consoles yet.
Okay.
They introduced a whole new island that you can go
to
that has some new people you can interact with.
We're about to dive in, guys. So she went on to say, meeting new characters is nice. I also look forward to completing the quest challenges of those other games. I believe there are many more farming dynamics to create and explore. People are just very creative. And then she asked where we're streaming our podcast. And so I told her. I thought that was an amazing comment, really incisive. I thought the other farming games she mentioned, I was like, okay, cool. And I actually looked them up. There was somebody who's backing a Kickstarter farming game too that's coming out, and I forget the name of that. I thought that was awesome. But Lee, Lightsy and I are probably going to talk for 3 hours on this topic. But Lee, have you played Stardew Valley?
No, I haven't. But I do see the massive fan base towards it.
All right. So have you seen much gameplay?
Not particularly. No. Like I personally have never been the greatest fan of farming games.
Yep.
But I fully understand why people love them.
So there is Snooze Fest Farming Simulator 2019, 2018, 2017. Or there's Blow Your Mind. Oh my gosh, this is the most wonderful thing ever. Stardew Valley. And I can sing of the goodness of Stardew Valley. Though I have not played it in many months. I have it for PC. I have it for Nintendo Switch. I have it for my Xbox. I love them. Oh, I have it for my iPad as well. I have it on my iPad. Stardew Valley. And I love the game. It is huge. It when it first came out, it brought RuneScape. If you're not too familiar with RuneScape, they actually brought in a little bit of RPG elements where you can do dungeon crawling along with farming. But I thought Stardew Valley has that core, beautiful, yeah, I'm a farmer, and I can go do this extra stuff as well. Lightsy, you are a Stardew Valley super fan. Give us some tales on your Stardew Valley fun and excitement.
Well, I think the farthest I've ever got on a single farm is maybe year 3 because I started over again.
Yep.
Whatever reasons I have. But gosh, I love the game. Like before Animal Crossing New Horizons came
Yep.
around, like Stardew Valley was my go-to relaxation game.
And it's amazing.
Even just to, like, the days go by so fast, but if you just sit there, and listen to the music, like, it's so calming.
Yeah.
And the days, like I said, go by really quick. But you can sit there and knock out 11-12 hours of gameplay easily, and it'll feel like you've only been playing for an hour.
Yep.
Like, there's so much to do.
Yeah, there really is. I think the dungeon crawling part I did love. I think I made it to level 110. That's the longest, deepest dive I've ever gotten. But getting those precious metals. My only complaint, and I know you can switch this on PC through different ways, is your stamina goes down pretty fast. And I wish your stamina didn't go down as quick, but they may have fixed that in updates. I'm not sure.
Well, are you getting your Stardew drops?
I don't know. It's been a long time since I played.
Because every time you get one of the star fruit gem whatevers, it raises your stamina and health.
I didn't know that. Okay. I know for PC I was just too tempted to cheat and put in some codes whatever in the text files just to allow me to have this and have that and just have fun. It's such a wonderful farming sim. Lee, if you ever have a chance, and it's on Nintendo Switch, and I don't think it's very much.
Right. Okay.
$16.
Yeah, something like that, man.
$20 at most.
Yeah, and it is it's a robust game. It's huge, and it's just a lot of fun, and you will like it.
Okay.
It's like old school graphics, like not 3D or anything. And I think that's what I love most about it, is that, you know, it takes you back to making you feel like you're playing on an older system.
Yeah. Yeah, music's good. You get your cows, you get your chickens, and you milk them, and then you brush them and talk to them and all that stuff. It's a lot of fun. I had a hard time doing all my farming stuff and trying to knock boots with the local girl as well. That was my hardest. It's like I didn't have time for a social life in the game where I had to...
you have to manage your daytime wisely.
Yes. Yeah, and Lee, the romance is a possibility. You can have kids too, right?
Yep, you can have 2 kids. They don't grow any bigger than toddlers, so they can't really help you on the farm. But when you get married, your spouse will help you sometimes.
Okay.
They'll feed your animals or water your crops.
So I remember in Harvest Moon, I got married and we had a kid and stuff like that. And so I remember all that. But Stardew Valley, I don't know what it was. I just had a hard time. And some of the girls are just brats, and they're not very nice.
You don't even have to focus on you know, the bachelors for a good few years too. Like, just focus on your farm, focus on the mining, like, just date the whole town if you want to. Don't date any of them, make them hate you.
be a farmer player in Stardew Valley.
So much.
All right, so can you tell me about this island piece though, because I know nothing about that.
I haven't played the update yet, but like from seeing it be played, like, you go to Willie and he's the fisherman.
Yep.
And you fix up this boat that he has out back, and he'll ferry you to this island, and then it starts this whole quest line to help some other lady there and help her find her lost husband. And you go through a volcano and
nice
a jungle, and
so that's the greatest thing, is updates DLC. It keeps the game alive.
The updates, even though it's a long time in between, like, you have to take into consideration, like, Concerned Ape is doing this on his own.
Yep.
From the beginning, like, it's him, maybe one other person that helps him, I don't know, but he's doing this by himself since the beginning of this game, and it's incredible.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So after, because we love it, it's fantastic. Lee, you will love it as well. The question is, Lee, I will go to you. You've seen some gameplay. Have you seen much Harvest Moon gameplay?
No, I haven't seen any of that either.
All right, so Harvest Moon is wonderful. Don't get me wrong. There's 300 Harvest Moon games. They're so good. Do you think there's still? I'm going to pose this question to you guys. Do you still think there's a reason to make Harvest Moon like games where Stardew Valley has taken everything up 10 levels?
I wouldn't say that like there shouldn't be any competition. Like
Sure.
I think like yeah, Stardew Valley is dominating, but that doesn't mean that everyone should just quit doing like farming games altogether. Like
Sure.
it's like Fortnite is dominating in the battle royales, but
Yep.
like that doesn't mean that PUBG and Apex Legends should just quit now.
No.
You know, like they can still keep going. They can still add new content. So I think that the same applies to farming games.
Okay, excellent. So, Lightsy, do you think that Harvest Moon and other games like Story of Seasons really need to step it up? Because I know Story of Seasons kind of incorporated Stardew Valley, some stuff in there. Apparently, the crafting is awesome and all of that. Of course, there's performance issues, but what are your thoughts on that?
So my thoughts when I originally watched the trailer for Story of Seasons Pioneer Town,
Yep.
the whole opening to me was just a 3D ripoff of Stardew.
Okay.
Like the whole thing, you know, the early 20-something entrepreneur city person going to their grandfather's farm, like that is Stardew.
Yeah.
And I mean, while Stardew is great, Stardew is great and all, I think people are just trying to be the next 3D game where Stardew isn't that art style.
Right.
So
no, that's right.
Yeah.
It's just so good. I also believe Harvest Moon still needs to keep going. The other ones, sure. Story of Seasons, it looked interesting to me. I watched IGN's review, and she gave it a good review. She loved it. I watched Nintendo Life's review on it, the first 15 hours and where they're at, and after 15 hours, they still couldn't give it a proper. We're not 100% sure, and so I get it. It's a brand new game. But even that looked Harvest Moon like. That's why I thought it was made by, was it Natsume? I believe that's the company that makes Harvest Moons, and I thought it was them. I thought this was a Harvest Moon game, but I think these games need to now just go and compete like Lee was saying. Let's go above and above and above and do awesome things, because I love those farming style games. They're comfortable, they're relaxing, they're just fun, and they're so good. All right, guys, we are going to move on. Lee, do you play Pokemon Go?
I did for a short period of time.
Okay.
I just couldn't really get into it, but that's really due to my lack of knowledge on Pokemon. But yeah.
Do you want to know what's really sad? Is when I asked Lee if he played Pokemon, that stupid Russian kid song, I Play Pokemon Go Every Day, popped into my head.
That's exactly what's going through my head too.
Every day. Oh my gosh. No, I've not heard that in years. And no, that's got to go. All right. Lightsy, I know you are at Pokemon Go. And I think you still play it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, have you guys ever played Pikmin?
No.
Lee? All right. Pikmin is awesome. I don't mind saying I do have, was it the Pikmin 3 Deluxe that just came out a couple months ago or just before Christmas? I did get that and I love it. It's so much fun. Pikmin is a cute, fun game that can be a little difficult at times, but you get these little alien dudes with little things on top of their head, and there's different types of Pikmin. So Niantic the creators of Pokemon Go and Nintendo announced a new Pikmin Go AR game that you're going to be playing on your phone, coming later in 2021. Now, I got a little stat here for Pokemon Go, but I just want to read this. Niantic's AR technology has made it possible for us to experience the world as if Pikmin are secretly living all around us, and that's kind of what it is in the Pikmin game. They're hidden in different places, and you do like a little call or whatever, and they come. And then you can throw them to do attacks and to go get different things. It's really fun. I highly recommend it. Nintendo's Shigeru Miyamoto said in a statement, based on the theme of making walking fun, our mission is to provide people a new experience that's different from traditional games. We hope that Pikmin and this app will become a partner in your life. Now, when I saw that, I was like, that could be cool, because I guess I'd have more of a familiar feeling with Pikmin than I do for Pokemon, but even though I'm coming around to Pokemon. But guys, last year, Pokemon Go made over $1 billion in revenue alone. $1 billion in Pokemon Go. That's incredible. I used to play it. I've not touched it or played it at all. Lightsy, you said you still play it.
Yeah.
But hop into your vast knowledge, because I really don't know much. They've had several wonderful updates for Pokemon Go. Lee, is this something you'd be willing to try? Pikmin Go on your phone?
I'd try it out. I'm not sure whether I'd actually like get invested in it.
Yeah.
Like I do think that in a way, I think releasing games like that right now isn't a great idea because of how the world is at the moment. Like going out and like to different areas just is a bit of is not the greatest idea. But like I think in another time, I think this would have been a really great release.
So just last year alone, last year was the main pandemic from March until, well, it's still going on. Pokemon Go still did $1 billion just in revenue alone.
Is that including their sales for the, tickets that they sold for the events that they had to cancel?
I don't know. I know nothing about that.
Yeah, because I had bought, I had been planning on going to Philadelphia in May last year to do the Pokemon Go Safari Zone.
Wow.
In Philadelphia.
Yep.
But, they canceled that because of the pandemic, and they still gave us they still gave us the event, like, localized. And, I mean, yeah, that was cool, but, like, I was looking forward to going to the actual park and meeting the Pokemon Go tubers.
Oh, that would be cool.
All of that, and just being part of the community and going to the event. So it was a bit of a letdown.
Yes. Yeah, it would have been.
For the pandemic to happen and all of that to be canceled. So I am looking forward to having those come up again whenever it does.
I want to be Lightsy's best friend, because you want to go do the coolest things. Like, I don't play Pokemon Go, but I would love to go to Philly to walk around and catch Pokemon.
I went to England to play Pokemon Go for a week.
And that's awesome. That's really cool. So, Lightsy, is Pikmin Go something you'd be interested in?
I'll definitely download it. Like, I downloaded the Harry Potter one, and I downloaded the Jurassic World one as well. Like, I'll definitely give it a go.
I still have Pokemon Go, and I have Pokemon Home on my phone, so I still have them. I just I've not signed in. I've not done anything. So what is this Jurassic World one, and what's the other
Jurassic
one?
World? Harry Potter.
Right.
World.
And I didn't. Yeah. I heard about that, and I thought that'd be cool, and I didn't play it. Lee, did you play any of those?
No, I don't.
Oh no, Lee, that's okay.
Jurassic World one was pretty cool.
Is
walking around and like tranking dinosaurs to get the DNA and put them together, and
Oh, that's kind of cool, huh?
Yeah.
I didn't even hear that one. I did hear the Harry Potter one, which I thought would be awesome. All right, so yeah, I'll try Pikmin Go. just for poops and giggles. I did get caught up though in the Pokemon Go hype with going around walking. We would personally go uptown to go Pokemon going, and we weren't. My family's not even a Pokemon Go fan, but now Isaiah cheats and he does it on his computer, and he has this app that syncs with everything, and he cheats that way. So
let me just bring up my game
Uh-oh.
and tell you exactly how many kilometers I have walked on this game.
Okay, I didn't know they showed that. That's freaking cool.
If it's of course.
Lee, I'm excited for you to get some new games, dude. You need to get that Mario Golf and the Pokemon Snap to join us in that challenge. That comes out.
Yes.
And just like a month now, Pokemon. Oh yeah, we will. I can't talk about that right now. We will talk about Pokemon Snap. I'm so excited.
Come on, Pokemon. Come on.
And we're gonna switch as soon as Lightsy brings up her total KMs to rub it in.
Okay.
In my fat face. Go ahead.
Distance walked 2,322.9 kilometers.
That's a lot of KMs for Pokemon Go. That's amazing. Huh. Lee, we need to hop in on that and maybe do a challenge with Pokemon. But Lacey, have you ever done the cheating thing on your computer and syncing it that way on your account?
I did, not on this account. I had a totally second account that I did.
Hacker!
I started it in Japan and
Yep.
got the foreign Pokemon, but
and
I didn't do it on my main account.
Oh, I heard they can ban your main accounts and stuff like that. Yeah, that's cool. All right, we are going to switch gears again and jump into Xbox. Now, this was just released the other day, and I was beyond excited, and I did need some clarification. So, Microsoft revealed 2 new Xbox wireless controller variants. The Electric Volt and Daystrike Camo Special Edition coming out April 27th and May 4th, respectively. Now, it says, inspired by the energy and vibrance often found in athletic apparel and sneaker design, the Electric Volt controller pairs a neon yellow front plate with a white back and a black D-pad detailing. The Daystrike Camo Special Edition controller pairs red with gray and black and features a special textured grip on its bumpers. Now, when I saw this, I often have troubles, and I get made fun of by my wife and my oldest kid, differentiating between shades. I have color blindness. I don't know the specific name for it, but I can't tell the difference in shades. This controller looked green to me, and so I posted to Twitter, guys, I can't wait, I'm excited, but this looks kind of green. I want a yellow controller. I love yellow controllers. So anyways, I texted to my wife, and she said it kind of looks green. And everybody is saying it kind of looks green. Neon yellow does not look green. So I'm excited for this because I love my Xbox Series X controller. It's the best controller. My favorite controller was the yellow N64 controller. I don't know if you can see it. It's right. Oh yeah, it's right here. So I have a knocked off version in a. I love it, but this don't look green, and this is kind of like a neon yellow, whatever. But anyways, I want a yellow Xbox Series X controller. I'll hide it with all my Zelda stuff. And you guys don't have the new Xbox Series X, right? But the camo looks cool and all. I have the blue one. The blue one's amazing. And I have the black one that came with the system. I want a yellow controller. And I'm ready to buy it. But I don't want a neon green controller. So now I'm going to have to wait until it comes out. This is super exciting, though. I love different variants and different colors for controllers and controller options. Have you used even the Xbox One controller, Lightsy?
Yeah.
Do you have?
I had an Xbox One at one point.
Okay, cool. All right, and it's comfortable. It feels amazing. Here's my Xbox One, but the Xbox Series X even has a texture to it, and it just the grip is beautiful. It's even got a new button, whatever. It's fantastic. Way better than this thing, whatever this is. I'm just throwing that out there. Lee, have you wrapped your hands around an Xbox controller?
At some point, yeah.
Oh, you okay?
Not recently.
Not recently.
But yeah, I have at some point.
All right, now is the time to jump into the Lightsy Hour. And she's going to talk about two things. Number one is the Animal Crossing New Horizons. This lady has like 1,400 plus hours in Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've got 400, which I'm pretty proud about, but I just don't have the knowledge because I'm playing too much other stuff. The Animal Crossing New Horizon released an Island Tour creator, and Lightsy has already dove into it. And Lightsy, just break it down for us if you don't mind.
So the website is only available, well, it's available, but people have only been able to get it to work on your phone so far.
Oh, okay.
But it's for a good reason, right? So what it is you go there, Tom Nook pops up and asks you if you want to make a poster or if you want to make a trailer. And for the trailers, there's 9 different categories that you can choose to show off for your island. We have photo ops, your museum, fashion, events, home, items, neighbors, scenery, and just your favorite parts, right?
Cool.
And for each of, you can pick 3 of them to highlight, and for each section that you pick, you can pick either 3 photos that show off how you do whatever with on that part of your island, or you can take a 10-second video. For mine, I just picked the photos because I was trying to make a video and just zoom through my island and try and get it into the 10 seconds, because it's only 10 seconds, so you can only run so far.
Sure,
especially if your villagers like get in your way. Damn.
That's funny.
But yeah, so it's 4 easy steps, right? You put in your island name, you pick your photos, you put it gives you a selection of title words. Like when you're doing your passport in game, you can create like lazy camper title, you know, just like a catchphrase for your island.
That's cool.
And then you save it and it puts the video together, and you get a link for that video that will only remain active for 24 hours.
Okay.
So you can save the video and post it and do whatever you want with it. Same with the posters. It gives you just a selection of frames to choose from. You can put in your island dream address to have people go talk to Luna and sleep and visit your island when you're not actually on your island.
Yep.
But it's really fun, and I've had a very hard time of selecting
no doubt
what aspects of my island to show off, and I keep meaning to actually make like a whole island tour video and post it on YouTube. But
sure. Well, you got so many hours into it. Like,
yeah.
This would be a perfect intro.
Yeah, and like my poll on your Discord yesterday, my friend actually told me, it's rude of you to have put so many hours into your island and not share it
sure.
to the world. And I mean, I do post some pictures of it on my Instagram now, but yeah, I started an Instagram account last night for my island.
Well, yeah, because I'm pretty sure we follow each other on Instagram.
Yeah.
But I don't know your account for your island.
Yeah, so the poll suggested last night 3-1, and I know you were the odd one that didn't.
Oh, was I? Oh no, yeah. I'm so sorry.
So I went with Lightsy Plays.
Okay.
And I was kind of leaning towards that one too, because then it gives me the option of posting my segue Pokemon Snap photos on there as well.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah, instead of Lightsey Crossing, which really was a great idea because it just sounds so nice, Lightsey Crossing. But
Yep.
that and the ACNH Lightsey just kind of limits me to only posting
Lightsey Place makes total makes perfect sense, especially with Pokemon Snap.
Yeah.
Which we'll get into. All right, keep going.
Yeah, well, that's about it for the trailer thing I have.
That's really awesome.
Just a little update.
No, that's cool. And Lee, I know you're excited for Animal Crossing to hop in a year after. When you, I don't know, what are game prices like where you're at in the UK for Nintendo?
It's normally like £40 for a game, and £40 in I'm just checking.
That's still around $90.
Yeah, it's $92 Canadian with our taxes here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like £40 in the UK is $70 in Canadian dollars.
Oh my gosh.
$20 cheaper.
Lee, I just bought last night, and I posted it to my Twitter. If you had Twitter, you'd know. I bought the new base, the MLB The Show. I had Christmas money on my Xbox left from Christmas, and I'm like, I got to save it for whatever's coming out. Game Pass, you really don't buy Xbox games anymore, but MLB The Show's coming out. I want to play it for the Xbox Series X. It is $89.99 plus 15% taxes, came to $103 for one game. That'll probably go down to $39 in 6 months. That's how much we pay, dude. And I will say, and this is, I could gripe and complain because I do it all the time about this. Games made in Canada, like Ubisoft Montreal, EA Vancouver, and all that stuff. There's also a place in Toronto that makes one of the big places. I forget the name. The games are still $79.99. You can't tell me those people are paid American dollars. They're paid Canadian dollars, and yet we still have to pay the super high prices. Anyways, Lee, if you can get it on sale, dude, do it up. Stardew Valley may be a good way to go first, since it'll be a whole lot cheaper. It's probably $5 for you and your pounds. It's so annoying. Awesome. No, that's good, Lee. I can't wait till you get more games, man, and just to see you enjoy this Nintendo life. It's incredible. All right. Right before we started, I opened up Discord, and there was a message from Lightsey saying, new Pokemon Snap gameplay trailer, and I started it up, and as soon as I started up, Lightsey came on Zoom, and I'm like, okay, I'm not going to do it because she knows stuff about it. I've not seen it yet, and I can't wait. I'm so excited for Pokemon Snap. I'm going back to the N64 days. Lightsey, fill me in with this beautiful Pokemon Snap game.
All right, so I guess the big thing for this one is they have a daytime and a nighttime cycle.
Okay. Now,
So
did we
you
know
can-
that before? Or
I'm not entirely
so,
sure. But
do you know if
can-
that's every region?
every
Oh!
level of it has its own daytime
Okay.
and nighttime cycle. It isn't just one level.
Yeah,
doing
that's what I thought it
daytime
was
and-
going to be.
Yeah, no.
Lee,
So,
your next game, brother, for your $49 pound new games. That's amazing. All right, keep
Yeah.
going. I'm sorry. I'm just so excited.
So depending on the time of day, it's gonna have different Pokemon that are gonna be spawning per level and area.
Yep.
And different kind of interactions. Another thing that it mentioned was that you can save one photo of a Pokemon per each star rating of like level grade that you get for the photo. So you can have like a photo for Bronze Star, and you can have a photo for Silver Star
Oh, okay.
and Gold Star. It isn't just one photo per Pokemon.
Huh.
Yeah. And the photo editor in it is called Resnap. So which is cool. But so when you're in Resnap, any photos you save in there, it's not judged by the professor for your photo decks.
Okay.
It's mainly just for editing and sharing online and that kind of stuff.
So cool.
Yeah.
I'm super excited.
Yeah. A lot of the video is just kind of visual stuff that just...
So, do we know, is there any word on the amount of Pokemon that's going to be in this game yet, or are they kind of keeping that tight-lipped?
From the looks of it, it's got a mix of generations in it already. So...
Oh, that's craziness. That was one of our questions, too, at Lee's Trivia, was how many different Pokemon there are, so... So those of you that are either watching it now or watching in the future, and like because you like Pokemon Snap and you're like, hey, there's some people talking about it on my Discord, and it's in the description. We are having a challenge. Basically, what we're gonna do is we're gonna all be playing Pokemon Snap, and we're going to try to get the best photo of a certain Pokemon, like a challenge for this week or for this day, or 3 or 4 Pokemon for a week. And we're going to try to get the best picture and the highest score, and we're just going to judge it and have some fun on Discord. We could even use Instagram as well for poops and giggles. It's just going to be a lot of fun. I highly recommend you guys hit that subscribe button and notifications on, and join that Discord and have fun. There is a Pokemon Snap section right now. Nothing's in it yet. I think it's still locked, right, Lee? I think I still have it locked.
The moment.
Yeah. I still have it locked, but once that game drops in a month, we're just gonna have fun, and it's gonna be great. I'm gonna be streaming that thing, and Lacey, you may even stream it, and we could even do a co-stream and just have a really good time, guys. I'm just really looking forward to Pokemon Snap. Anything else?
No, like the photo editor has a whole lot of different things of zoom and brightness and just everyday photo editor.
I've seen like stickers and all that stuff you can add to it. That's cool. I can't wait to get my hands on it. And I hope there's DLC. And I know you can complain about DLC, paying for DLC, blah blah blah. There's just something unique about taking pictures in this world and trying to capture certain things. I guess it wouldn't even matter what game it was. That game appeals to me, and Pokemon Snap definitely appeals to me. I can't wait. All right, guys, we're coming towards the end. We're actually going to possibly be on time this week instead of just going way over and cutting things. And so one of the big things, and I was streaming when this was going on, I think it was Friday, and I kind of wanted to stream it and watch it, and I forgot all about it. And it was the idea at Xbox, their live stream on Twitch, which was huge. I didn't get to watch it. I was streaming, and I had it up right beside me on the screen here, too, while I was playing with Pete, Red Dead Redemption 2. There was over 60 games announced. Now, I'm looking at all of these, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I really don't know hardly any of them. Some of them that stick out to me, of course, is Among Us. I think they're coming out with a new airship level, which is cool, I guess. Astria Ascending. That I'm familiar with. Blaster Master Zero, which is cool. I don't know if you guys know anything about Blaster Master. You're going back to the NES for Blaster Master, and it was actually a really good Nintendo Entertainment System game that I played when I was a young kid. I thoroughly enjoyed Blaster Master. Chivalry 2, which is Chivalry 1, I'm pretty sure is a kooky game with like ancient medieval warriors and stuff like that. What else we got? Death's Door. I'm not sure what that is. Hello Neighbor 2, which I honestly thought was out. I know my oldest kid or my youngest kid loves the first Hello Neighbor. He had a great time with that. Did you guys get to go through the list?
I went through it. There's like 4 that I've heard of. One that really stands out to me is the lawn mowing sim. Like,
yes, yeah.
There's so many simulator games coming out. Like,
it's the lawn mowing sim when I was a kid was real life, and you got paid for it because you're mowing people's lawns. That's so funny. Rust, which apparently is a top game that's coming out very soon. The other one was Stalker 2. I never played Stalker 1. And the Force Cathedral, that looks, I'm not sure.
Just from the title, Little Witch in the Woods sounds like something that I would play.
Little Witch in the Woods. Yeah, that almost sounds creepy. Lee, did you go through this list? Is there anything that you kind of looked up and seen anything?
No, I haven't really looked anything up specifically. I like some of them do sort of like ring a bell, but they're the ones that you've mainly mentioned.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, like you're talking about Lone Witch in the Woods is creepy, and then there's Stalker too.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Oh,
eh?
it looks cute. It looks like Stardew Valley.
Oh, no way. These are all
Graphics.
indie games too, right? You know, I shouldn't even say this. This is funny. Steph, my
July
wife.
2020. Okay, this is definitely going to be a game that I'm going to
Cool.
look into.
My wife is not a gamer. She's played video games. She's not a gamer. She knows nothing about the independent world whatsoever. And she heard it. An indie whatever they said mentioned like an indie dev or an indie this or indie music. That's what it was. It was during a music competition, and they said an indie, and she's like, "That's racist." And I looked over at her. I said, "Independent, babe, not indie, independent." And she was like, "Oh," and she felt embarrassed. It was so funny though. And I still tease her about that independent, because you hear more indie stuff now, and then of course her life is not into the whole independent development culture with music and movies and all that stuff. But I thought that was funny. All right, Lee, I would like your top 5 streamed games this week on Twitch.
Well, basically, like, not gonna lie, not much has changed.
Okay,
from
that's what I was
last
going to ask. How has it changed over the last little while?
week. Well, in fifth place is Call of Duty Warzone.
Okay.
So that's still hanging out there. With fourth place being League of Legends. I mean, League of Legends is always going to be there.
Yeah.
It's been there for so long. Then third place, like Apex Legends. I think it's only come back like recently in the top 5
Okay.
because of like Nintendo's release
Yep.
of it. I think it's like it sparked like people to come back to it. Like maybe not to Nintendo specifically, but like you, where you tried it out on Nintendo, saw how fun it was again,
Yeah.
and now you're back doing it on Xbox.
Yep. Streamed it yesterday. 4 wins.
Yeah.
All right.
And then second place is Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Man, oh man. Okay.
That's still there. And then
Fortnite.
top place, yeah,
It's Fortnite.
yeah, top place once again.
Okay. And I do like this. This is more of like the player's pulse. What are people tuned into and watching? Which is wild. And I think you're right about Apex. Is Nintendo's release has really just fired that game back up more players. And I know when I'm playing, I streamed it on Thursday as well, and I had a Nintendo player playing with me while I was on Xbox, and we had a good time as well. So I think that's really good. I will never play it on Nintendo again, but I got my Xbox for that. And if I wanted, I get the PS4. All right, Lee, it is time for trivia. Now, I am winning by 1. I have 5. Lightsy has 4. But Lightsy's been away for like 3 of the 6 episodes. So she wasn't there for the first 2, Lightsy? I think it was. And then
I think I've only missed 2.
okay, 2. So yeah.
The first one and the third one.
So we didn't have Lightsy on the first time, and then we invited her for the second one. We fell in love with Lightsy instantly, and here she has been every day. So this is amazing, and we do love you, Lightsy. You're an amazing person, and we thank you. So the love will decrease if you get the answer right and I get it wrong. I just want you to know that, because you'll be tied with me in points. But Lee, let's go. What do we got for the trivia that I can look like a fool on stream or on this video?
Well, how many questions do you want?
How many do you have?
I've got 4.
Oh, snap. You know what? Let's do 2. Let's do 2 of your questions.
Okay. So what, like we were talking about Xbox Live, so it's like Xbox Network. What was its original launch date?
Oh my gosh, Lee. Okay, go ahead. What the heck?
Was it November 2001, September 2002, October 2003, or August 2004?
I have no clue. I'm Lighty, do you have any idea?
No, I just
Okay.
want to say September.
And I want to say the first one, which was November.
November 2001.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
and what is the second one? Or what was Lights?
September 2002.
Okay, so who's right? Come on.
You were right, Paul.
Oh my gosh, I got one. Yes. Yes. Okay, I'm updating my spreadsheet here. Yes. Lightsy, I still love you. It's all good. It's all good. All right, Lee, give us that second question. I can't believe 2001, guys. I was in a computer college at the time, and oh my, yeah. Wow, okay. Crazy. That's a long time ago. All right, second question.
Right. Now, this one's more about you, Paul.
Uh-oh.
So, did you get this one?
Shoot.
As of this moment, how many times have you streamed Fortnite on YouTube?
Oh.
Oh, dude. I streamed it for 4 months straight. Did you actually go through my videos and count Fortnite?
Is that
Yeah.
what you were doing last night?
Yeah, that's when I put the adrift sort of thing.
Oh,
on,
you
looking
devil.
through.
All right, so if you've not been, if you're not familiar with my channel, I do live streams. I used to do videos, and Lee has been with me for a very long time since I did the Walking Dead series. And we call him Loyal Lee because he's been loyal to this channel. We love him. He's a wonderful young man. And that's why his name is Lee Everett. He came with The Walking Dead, and that's the name he chose. And I know his real name, but we don't refer to him as his real name. And we said, you could use it. And he's like, it just doesn't feel right. So he's Lee Everett. He will be Lee Everett forever. And so I have no clue, Lee. Go ahead. Spit out the numbers, my man.
137.
Stop that. No, I did not stream Fortnite over 100 times. I would 4 months straight. Every single day. That's 120. Oh.
174. 209.
No.
Or 241.
I'm going to hope and say it's the least, and that's A. Lightsy, what do you say?
I'm gonna say 209.
No. No. What do you got, Lee?
209.
209 times I streamed Fortnite?
Yeah.
And about like once I was there.
Oh my gosh.
To think that you spent 209 days streaming Fortnite.
I don't know what to say. 200. I can't believe you did that for one, Lee. That is an awesome question. Lightsy, congrats on that answer. That 209 times I streamed Fortnite. Let me just sidetrack for a sec. I was on Me Name's Cho last night, his channel, who's a longtime friend of mine on this. We used to play Fortnite at the same time. He's at 108,000 subscribers, and all he does Fortnite. He does when it changes, he's doing Fortnite. When the shop changes and all that stuff. And I was on last night. Isaac's like, my youngest boy, he's like, oh, that guy. I was like, you know, Me Name's Joe. I was a mod on his channel. I just can never get to his channel. But
I used to, I think because of you rating him one day.
Yeah.
I've subbed to him, and I used to watch him every day as the shop would change. If I wasn't able to be at home to be on the game watching it myself change.
Genuinely an amazing man. I love Me Name's Joe, and those of you that watch this, if you've not checked him out, he's a phenomenal. He's from the UK. He's got crazy energy. He's a older gentleman. I don't know if he's as old as I am. I'm 45, and but he's just awesome. Just a good guy. and he acknowledges everybody, and it's just phenomenal to see his success. And I think if I rated him, Leah, that I'd like to see is when we raid Me Name's Cho. I'm pretty sure he was just a very small channel just doing Fortnite streams, and here he has 108,000 subscribers, which is awesome. Congrats to him. Oh, that's incredible. Lightsy, I can't believe you picked that right. Lee, I can't believe you did that to me. And now I'm going to be embarrassed. Honestly, I loved it when I played it. It was great. I had so much fun. I have great memories. It's just, there's so many great games to play that I just couldn't do it anymore. And I can't do it anymore. I tried it last season, the first day, and I'm like, nope, don't like it. It's not fun anymore. And so, yeah, it's all good.
I mean, like with 4 months of Fortnite, you then went exclusively to Twitch to sort of purge
I did. From it. Yes, I did, and that was a purge, and that was almost kind of like the downfall of my channel, where people stopped coming. Was, all right, he's not gonna play Fortnite anymore. That's okay. I'm not gonna come around, and that's fine. I had to do it. I had to cleanse my palate. And,
I thought it was for the better.
Yeah, it was for the better for me. That's like even with Among Us. I was streaming Among Us like crazy, and it just got boring. People cheating, people stream sniping, and it's just like, all right, this is no fun. And I'm kind of doing it for them, for the views, and I don't do that. I don't do it for the views.
I think I joined in on one of your Among Us games.
Yep.
Like, just before I even said anything in chat.
Nice. No, and that's okay. That's okay. I know you were away for a little while, and that's okay. It's all good. Like everybody, like people, I'm still having people. Hey, it's been 2 years since I seen you. I'm like, hey, so good to see you. So it's all good. I honestly, streaming, I do it more for me and to hang out with you guys, and that's it. If I reach that 30K, I'm like 100 and some away from 30,000. We reach it, great. If we don't, it's still really good. I'm just having a good time. Excellent, guys. Thank you so much. Is there anything else? Do you guys have anything else you want to chat about? This is the end.
No, I'm good.
I want you guys to have a wonderful, wonderful week. The weather was nice last week, and now it's kind of gone downhill, and it's a little chilly. Lots of rain coming.
So cold and windy yesterday.
I still went on a 50-minute walk, and I was freezing. But it's all good. All right, guys. If that's it, here we go. So, as for Lightsy, as for Lee, my name is Paul, and you guys take care.